Rise of the Ronin is an upcoming action RPG from Koei Tecmo's Team Ninja, developers of Ninja Gaiden and Nioh. The game is a PlayStation exclusive and it was expected to release in Korea on March 22nd, but Sony has now revealed that the game will not be released in Korea at all. It will be coming to all other regions where games are normally released, and this is an unusual situation. Officially, Sony has only said Rise of the Ronin for PlayStation 5 was never officially announced for release in Korea. We can confirm that the title is not going to be sold or published in South Korea in any form, physical or digital. Now, despite the official statements saying that the game was never announced for a Korean release, many Korean gamers were expecting a release in their country. There are also various signs that a release may have been planned at some point. For example, in December, the game received a rating from Korea's GRAC rating system, and some versions of the game currently list Korean language options. Korean websites were questioning why they couldn't pre-order the game yet, which resulted in a Korean statement saying that the game wouldn't be released. And then following this, the news was picked up in the West, leading to Sony's English statement. However, the discussion in Korea has actually revolved around a lot more than just this. Unbeknownst to most people overseas, Rise of the Ronin has been met with a large amount of controversy in Korea, and it seems this controversy is the reason the game will not be released in the country. Rise of the Ronin is heavily based on real history, with it being an account of the final years of the Edo period in the mid-1800s. This period of history is a sensitive subject in Korea, and there can be strong feelings on both the Korean and Japanese sides. It is also complicated and not something that can be easily summarized in a video like this. However, one key area of contention between the countries is, of course, Japan annexing Korea in 1910 and ruling the country until 1945. But prior to 1910, there were also a lot of issues and conflict between the nations, and much of this can be seen as stemming from the period that the game is set in. An influential figure from this time period is Yoshida Shoin, who was a famous Japanese intellectual whose school of thought inspired many in Japan even long after his death. Amongst his beliefs was the view that Korea should be conquered. Japan's late Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, who can also be seen as a controversial figure in Korea, has cited Yoshida Shoin as an influence, and he would also sometimes quote him in speeches. Rise of the Ronin is not just based on real history, but it also features real historical figures, including Yoshida Shoin. And then just last week, the game's producer and director caused a further uproar in Korea due to his comments in a behind-the-scenes video. In the video, the producer appeared to speak positively about Yoshida Shoin and compared him to Socrates, which further inflamed tensions in Korea.
You could say that Haji and the Shoka Sunjuku school was the birthplace of this ideology, following the teachings of its most influential figure in Yoshida Shoin. Although it was a different world in a different time, I believe he could be compared to Socrates. I wanted to depict his teachings and his life from the moment I started working on Rise of the Ronin. He wasn't just a philosopher. He insisted on the importance of taking action.
These situations do not happen often, although it is quite reminiscent to what happened to Yakuza 6. Yakuza 6 was supposed to be released in Korea, but was cancelled only one day before its release. Sony announced the decision, saying it was due to the nature of the content, although it is thought that it was due to concern over how Koreans are depicted in the game. As always, let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and until next time, thank you for watching.